Yes, yes, yes. Good evening. You are locked in to another episode of the Red Sea podcast. And today we are discussing the latest installment of the Liverpool away shirt. I feel Nike have outdone themselves on this occasion. The fit is absolutely fantastic. The colours are absolutely fantastic. But without further ado, let's get into the show. And I'm joined by my co-host, SS. How are you doing, my man?
I'm very well, mate. I've got a week off this week, so I'm recharged, refreshed, and wearing this beautiful thing. So it's all good, mate.
Recharged and refreshed and new haircut as well, I see.
Yeah, got the summer trim.
Yeah, I see you got a little bit up on the sides there as well, a little bit more to the grain. You're trying to reinvent yourself.
Trying to look younger. Get rid of the greys more like.
No. You don't need the greys. You need some just for men power. That's what you
need. I do, mate. I've needed that for a while.
But guys, as you can see, we are joined by a very, 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 very special person with us today. This is one of our latest co-hosts as well. Courtney, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm not feeling as refreshed as him, to be honest. The weekend I've had, but yeah, I'm good. I'm ready.
I was going to say maybe you need one of those snazzy haircuts. That might do it for you.
Oh, do you think I could do a short back and sides?
Yeah, maybe. I think it could work.
Yeah, maybe.
But we are here today, obviously, to discuss the latest instalment of Nike shirts for Liverpool. Now, this is the second season we've got Nike with us, and the first one that we received from Nike was greeted with a little bit of tepidness, a little bit of trepidation, the kind of weird collar on it. But I'm sure SS will join me in saying that it grew on me over the last season. I quite enjoyed that shirt. But
I hate it.
Nike came back. You didn't like it?
No, not a fan at all.
You still bought it though. You still bought it.
Oh, I didn't. You mean the greeny one?
Yeah,
no. I didn't get it.
No, the red one.
Oh, I thought you meant the away of last season's.
No. The first installment, which is the red one.
Yeah. No, I love that one.
Right, so SS has just entered the room. Back to it. So and then Nike obviously dropped that absolutely fire bombshell this season, which is the latest home kit, which you can see behind me here, hanging on my wall of fame. And I've also got an Anfield Road plaque as well, guys. So it's official. It is official. I'm bringing Anfield Road,
Anfield South,
over to my house. Absolutely official. So I feel like the Nike kits are getting some traction. Like I'm really, really enjoying the latest Nike offerings. And then out of nowhere, they drop this baby. Now, this absolute bad boy that we are wearing here, my co-host SS and my co-host Courtney as well. Let's just get into it. So the colours that we're seeing on offer at the moment, they're referring to this colour as Fossil. Now, there's a slight difference between the two because obviously, as per normal or as we've come accustomed to, Nike are dropping two variants on the shirts. You're seeing a stadium collection and you're seeing a match collection. On the stadium collection, you will find that the colour is actually what we call pale ivory instead of the Fossil. And the stadium collection is somewhat different to obviously the match collection, but we'll get a little bit into that a little bit later on. You've also got the bright crimson on the collar and also on the badging as well, which I think really, really stands out. What do you think?
Do you think it's crimson? I don't know if maybe I'm just like a little bit colourblind, but it just seems a bit more orange to me.
I think it looks different on the stadium to the match. So what will be interesting, because me and you, James, have got the match one, and I think, Courtney, you've got the stadium version, haven't you? Like the sewed badge. So it'd be interesting to see the differences. But yeah, I agree. I think it does look orangey, and there was that little bit of 50-50 on the home shirt. Was the collar crimson? Was it orange? And I think next to certain colours and in certain lights, it looks orange, and in others, it looks crimson, really.
And that's it. And I feel like Nike are trying to kind of sail a bit close to that line because some people go, nah, that's on orange, but I'm not having it. It's crimson. It is crimson.
Yeah, I agree.
You've obviously got the crimson detailing around on the Liverpool badge and also on the Nike swoosh here as well. Obviously, with the match shirt, these are like 3D printed, which are pretty cool. In an orange. Obviously, with the stadium variant, they're sewn on, but also look equally as cool. Now, when you start moving into the differences between the two shirts and obviously the stadium versus the match, Nike have actually put a bit of differentiation between the two models, okay? And the differences are, if we're referring to the stadium collection, it's made from 100% polyester with Nike Dry Fit technology. This is designed to move the sweat away from the skin for quicker evaporation, helping you stay dry and comfortable. Courtney, Do you stay dry and comfortable in your shirt?
I don't know. I haven't been running about in it yet. I have to test that one out.
And this is just the thing. I look at some of that blurb and I think to myself, I'm in no rush to go out running in my Liverpool shirt. Like, that's not what it's about for me. And I do see some people wearing their shirts to go out jogging and exercising and so on and so forth. So maybe that's what it does. But I'm not really willing to find out. With my shirts, they're more of something which I want to wear to a game, or if my team's on, I'll put my shirt on. And it's not something I wear just as a 9-to-5 jobby to do all kind of things with. I mean, SS, like, what's your thoughts? I know you're a fan of your shirts, and I know you like to wear your shirt. So,
absolutely. Yeah, no, it's a good point. I mean, most of the time, when I used to play football, I'd wear a Liverpool shirt. I'd wear the latest one. But with this one, it's almost like a fashion piece. The away one, the color of it isn't one I'm going to want to go and get dirty and chest the ball with and have a great big football mark on it, because it's, it used to be ecru back in the day. Now it's Fossil or Ivory. And yeah, this is kind of on the verge for me of smart, smart cash / football shirt. The stadium one, probably more so in terms of just one to wear around the house. The stadium one is, the match one, is like a bit more breathable. You can see that people would play elite sport in it, but when we're spending the money that we're spending on it, and we haven't got another one to just put on in the next match or even at half time, for me, this is one that you would wear, occasionally, in the house, in the garden, rather than going out. I wouldn't put it on to go for a run. It would be a waste because I'd have to whack it in the wash for 3 days. So, I wear it as and when we would wear it, where we would play it. If I was watching a game in it, I'd put it on for that and just wear it in a normal day, really. But it's, looking at, the previous shirts, I've not bought an away shirt for about 14 years or something, because we've had the bright yellows, the oranges, the wacky
I love
New
them
Balance. When we had the odd socks as well, the purple.
Yeah,
so
I love them all.
Courtney's got a little collection there as well to look through.
Nah, not the yellow ones. Not a fan of the yellow ones. No, not for me.
I'm not.
Well, I'm looking forward to a yellow shirt if we ever see one again. And Nike kind of teased a few little pics and sneak peeks of a yellow shirt. So I'm hoping we do bring one and we can do a kit review on that shirt as well. So I want to flick some of the comments before we get more into the match variant as well. So we've got Ian Youngcott. Shout out to Ian Youngcott, one of our major contributors here again on the Red Sea podcast. This is the best kit they've done. Do you know what, Ian? I'd like to agree with you. I tend to agree with you. This is probably the best kit that Nike have offered up so far, because I'm really, really enjoying this one here as well. We've also got Chris Welch in the comments. Evening, lads. Evening, Chris. Nice to see you again, mate. One of our major followers as well. So shout out to you as well. We've also got a look here as well. Number 2. This kit is amazing. Do you know what? I agree with you, pal. I really, really do. I really, really do. And Chris jumping back in the comments as well. I still buy kits regardless. That's a true fan.
That's what it is.
Regardless. And then you've got Chris again, that he prefers the away shirt from as opposed to the home shirt. Do you know what? I'm edging on the side, and I kind of agree with SS as well. And Courtney, I'd like your views on this too. I feel that this is more of something I can wear to town, because not actually like out in town. Don't get me wrong. I ain't going to go to a bar in my Liverpool shirt. But if I'm just popping into town or something, I've actually done it. I throw on a pair of jeans, a pair of white Air Force Ones. I chuck my shirt on, and it just looked nice. It just had a nice vibe about it. And I still felt smart enough that I needed to pop into town to do something quick. I didn't feel too underdressed. And at the same time, I didn't feel like one of those full kit wankers that's constantly out in their kit. I know one of those, but I won't say who they are. Anyway, Courtney, what's your thoughts on like this kit? Like, being someone who's trendy, I'm sure some of the guys on here have locked into your Instagram account. They can see that you like your fashion. Do you feel, from a female's perspective, from wearing it out and about, and also looking at a bloke in this kit, how would you feel if you saw a guy walking through town, nice pair of jeans on, nice pair of trainers on with this kit? How would you feel about that?
Well, if I was walking through Manchester and they probably had it on, I'd probably be a bit like,
Dangerous times.
Didn't get very far, would you?
But no, like I'd wear it to just go and like jump into town or something like that. Like normally I put it on if I'm like watching the game.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm not going to be sweating watching it and watching any games in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, like I think it looks quite retro-y in a sense.
Yeah.
Like the colour schemes and everything like that is quite smart. But no, like, I quite like it. I think it's better than the home kit. I prefer it to the home kit. I think the collar and like that makes it look a bit more smart as well.
And that's it. I totally agree with you. And Liverpool have experimented with collars over the years. We had that famous New Balance kit where we lifted the Champions League in that kit, which was absolutely amazing as well. With the collar, Divock Origi scoring the winning goal against Tottenham Hotspurs, which solidified my youngest son being a Liverpool fan. Gotta love you for that, Divock. But that with the collar looked absolutely amazing. And we saw Liverpool move away from that with the kind of the crew neck, the rounded neck collar in the title winning season as well. Big shout out to Redmen TV in the house as well.
Right.
Thank you guys for coming across and supporting as well. Really appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, we've seen Liverpool experiment with the collar, haven't we, over a number of years? And sometimes it's worked and sometimes it hasn't worked. But I quite like this. And you've got kind of heritage green in there as well, which has made a bit of a comeback. Also on the arm as well, on the cuff of the arm. And do you know what I really like about this shirt is the fit on the arm. Yeah. It's got a nice fit because it makes the guns look a little bit bigger, doesn't
it? Brilliant. It's nice. Yeah. It's a nice little combo because I actually thought it was black at first, and when it arrived, like you say, it's like a kind of darker green, and it's actually a really nice mix rather than having a white and black, which obviously was the '96 version, or Ecru in black. You know, to have the kind of Fossil with the green and the red, but the sponsor's still black and not too much. I think it's quite nice. But, you know, we've seen in the past some of the sponsors, say Carlsberg days, when we had that yellow shirt, the Adidas one with the red stripes on the arms, and then the sponsor was green. It was too much. It was too much going on. But you know, seeing this, they've done a really good job. It's smart. You know, you've got the the little crimson on the collar as well. And I think it's really nice, to be honest with you. I mean, there's a few more comments in here. Stephen is saying, have I bought the full kit? No, I haven't. I know I get called an FKW, but I actually just buy the shirt.
He's lying. He's lying. Prove it.
I've got a name, and I'll do the printing on the arms and the name on the back, which I'll show you in a minute. But no, I've not got the shorts and the socks. We've got Dave in the chat as well. Evening to you, mate. He's going to be jumping on one of the Transfer Tuesdays coming up very, very soon. So I'm looking forward to meeting him properly. And one thing I just wanted to get onto, James, as well, kind of memories and things like that. Ian, obviously, it reminds him of Fowler and Bjornaby, and I've got a few pictures of the old one that I'll be bringing up shortly as well. Which you guys in the comments, let us know. You know what players spring to mind when you see the remake of this one from, I think, 96, 97, wasn't it?
Definitely. It is 96, 97 season. And that kit, interestingly enough, was my first ever Liverpool kit that I owned. So there's a bit of nostalgia around that kit for me as well. Yeah. I just want to flick into a little bit about the match collection as well. And we're seeing Nike come with a bit of a different tax. Again, shout out to Redmen TV as well.
It's a great comment.
Stay for Jesus guns. That's what I'm saying, guys. They are here. I've not been to the gym for a while, but they're still here. I've still got some guns.
I don't think it's as tight on mine.
You need to get down the gym, girl. That's what you need to do. Just wanted to flick into a little bit about what Nike are doing at the moment. And I feel they're trying to be really tactful with the way they're approaching this, with a clear differentiation between the stadium variant and the match collection, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, SS and I have gone for the match collection. It's really, really interesting because on the red shirt for the first year of Nike, I went with the stadium variant. And then SS was like, no, you've got to get the match. Don't do it. You've got to get the match. And we sat and deliberated over the little sexy number we got at the back there. And SS twisted my arm. I have to say, it was my birthday at the time as well. And Nike gave me a little saucy 20% off as well, which is fantastic. So that kind of persuaded me into getting that kit. Because initially, I would have just gone with the stadium variant because I've always been happy with it. And it's interesting. We've always been wearing a stadium variant kit. We've never had the opportunity to wear the kind of same thing as the players are wearing.
Yeah.
And in this kind of social media world that we're in, where we want to get closer to players in the environment they're in and kind of thing with it, I feel it kind of gives you a piece of that. You know, it gives you that little bit of involvement in what's going on the pitch. And I really, really like it. So just delving in again to a little bit about the match collection. Again, it's made from 100% polyester with a Nike Dry Fit ADV technology. Now, there's a few differences between the ADV technology. Johnny, I wasn't going to say anything, pal, but yeah, it does look better on Courtney, unfortunately. Next time I'll wear a bit of lippy and put a bit of mascara on.
You can even wear it to the golf, mate, says
yeah,
George. Obviously, one of our newer, I don't know if you want to announce it on this video or not, but George obviously joining the team very soon.
We'll be announcing that a bit later on. We will be announcing that a bit later on, but maybe not for this show because we've got something super special planned for that.
Yeah. Thanks,
so
George.
Yeah, it's made for 100% polyester, dry fit AVD technology. Now, there's a slight difference between the standard dry fit technology in the stadium variant and the dry fit technology in the match variant. Now, this is designed in the match version. This basically combines a moisture wicking fabric. Now, you can see the grooves in the fabric here. What that's designed to do is actually kind of stop you sweating your ass off while you're walking around. Or if you're like SS and you choose to do your workouts in your kit as well, make sure you wear your headband next time. That will be absolutely fantastic. The Alice band or the headband. You could get like a Nike one with like a thing like a
Alan Sams. Yeah, Gucci likes some Maximum.
Yeah, that's it. Gucci or do something. I reckon that would really suit you. But yeah, it's eventually it's designed to try and make you breathe a little bit more of a breathable mesh from there. And they're referring to this as moisture wicking fabric. Advanced engineering and features to help you stay dry and fit and comfortable. So to help you stay dry and comfortable for longer. Do you know what? It does feel like it breathes a little bit more. And SS, you mentioned last year because you've had the stadium fit on last year's kit as well.
Yeah.
That this fit's a little bit looser than last year's kit. Just touch on that a little bit more for the viewers, please.
Yeah, definitely. So like you mentioned, when we were Reebok and New Balance, it was only one option, wasn't it? It was the shirt. You buy it, it's 60, 70 pound. And it's the same for everybody. And then you see the one that the players have, and you can tell that they were slightly different, but that wasn't available to the public. So now we're with Nike. It seems to be Nike and Adidas that are leading the way with the two variants. I think Puma are following suit as well with Man City. Yeah. But yeah, when I got last year's one with the green, last year's home shirt, I'm a small man, so I put it on last year and I was like, oh, blimey, it's a little bit less, a bit more revealing than the New Balance ones that we'd had. We had those 3 dark reds that were absolutely gorgeous. So it was always going to be a tough act to follow for Nike. But yeah, it was a little bit tight, which it did loosen after a couple of washes. So this season around with the home, I was thinking, do I go medium and give myself a little bit more breathing space, or do I just go for it? So I went for the small, and yeah, luckily I put it on, and it's not quite as tight. It doesn't feel as tightly, fit. The fabric isn't quite as body hugging as it was before. It still hugs you in the right places, but
body hugging being the word.
Yeah,
it's the easiest way to say that you've not shaped the lockdown pounds and that you're fat now. That's the easiest way to say it.
Either I've lost a bit of weight since last year, or this one fits a bit nicer. But like you said, with Redmen in the comments, it fits in the places that you want it to fit. So it's a bit looser in the belly, it's a bit looser in the sides, but it's tight in the chest, tight in the arms, and tight around the waist at the bottom.
It's not like a big man when you're walking about.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So yeah, no, it's much better. And the away one is similar. You can tell it's the same kind of material as the home one. Obviously a different color, but yeah, it's a little bit more forgiving for the average Joe. Yeah,
mate. I look, very diplomatically put. Yeah, mate. At the end of the day, I know where my body's at the moment. Yeah? and this shirt is doing me favors, I have to say, because you're right. The fit is fantastic. So just jumping into cost, and Courtney, I want to come to you as well. There's been a lot of uproar in terms of the cost of the Nike shirt versus the New Balance shirts that were released, and the cost has gone up. I'd be lying if I said it has, but I also feel like the quality's gone up as well. So I'm a person who wants to look for bang for buck. what am I getting for that quality? And I mean, the stadium shirt runs in at $69.95. And Johnny B Red here comes in. Prices have gone crazy. Johnny, I agree with you. Prices have gone a little bit crazy. But like I said, and again, Dave's LFC chats as well. Prices have gone crazy, especially for kids. I totally agree with you guys as well. But one thing I will say is that the price is reflective in the quality. And I'm a firm believer is quality is remembered long after price is forgotten. Yeah. And the quality of this shirt, honestly, guys, it feels amazing, I have to say. So stadium shirt comes in at $69.95. Match shirt comes in at a whopping $104.95. But I feel it's worth every penny. And there are little ways that you can get a little bit of a snip on that as well. I know that if you're a member with Liverpool, you also get 10% off all your store prices. You get 10% off, which is a good little snip as well. But Courtney, I just want to get your view on this. What do you think about the cost of the shirt? And do you feel like owning the stadium that you feel like $69.95 is all right? Is that a fair price?
Yeah, I'd say it's a fair price because it's not just our prices are gone on. Everyone's kits are quite expensive nowadays than what they used to be. Like you got to think of like inflation as well and stuff like that. But I do think that Nike do produce a lot better kits than New Balance, and the quality as well. Like you can tell. Like even though obviously mine's the $69.95 one, I would still say it's quite thick. Like it's not like flimsy. Do you know what I mean? Obviously yours probably differs in certain ways. Like I haven't got like the little grooves.
Yeah, the breathable mesh. Yeah.
No, it doesn't have that. But still, like, I think it's quite good for the price. Obviously, it is quite expensive for a shirt, but then it's memories as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. And again, just touching on the match shirt SS, I'll come to you as well because you're a chap who, as soon as they release match shirt, you're like, right, I'm in.
I got it like the day after it was released. So yeah,
exactly. And you and I kind of came with a bit of an acronym, a bit of a saying once you go match, you don't go back. And I kind of have to agree with you. Once you throw the match version on, it's 100% true. Once you go match, you don't go back. Like you will be buying match shirts for forever because interestingly enough, I put on my stadium variant of the first Nike release. And I was like, ooh.
You tell the difference.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, let me just put back on my match one because it feels lovely. So talk the viewers through what initially made you go with the stadium or with the match variant to start with. And do you feel that you are getting, value for money?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think Nike have been very clever with the pricing, which obviously they are going to be as a business. If you're prepared to go to the $69.95 for the stadium one, and you see the match one at, I think it's $99.95 some places when it first came out. For the sake of a couple of extra, 20 extra quid or 30 extra quid, you're probably going to make that jump if you can tell the differences. It's difficult to tell on pictures on the website so much of the differences between them, but like you said, now you've gone back to try on your stadium one, you can really tell the difference in quality. And that's not to say that the stadium one is any less quality. It's just what we're used to. The New Balance ones, the designs were fantastic, the colors were great, but like Courtney said, the quality of them in terms of I've worn them often, I've washed them a lot, and they do start to deteriorate. I'm not going to pretend they don't. They are starting to kind of fall apart a little bit. But the Nike ones, like you guys say, you especially the match, Nike's a massive company, probably the biggest brand in the world for clothes, so you expect that extra bit of quality. So when you see that match one as a fan, you see the players wear it, you want the same as them, don't you? So what for example, my daughter, I'd buy her the full kit because she's still young enough to have that as a whole. It comes as one. Obviously 5-year-olds, 10-year-olds don't need the match shirt, but it depends how much you want to go with it. We're Liverpool fans, we've got a Liverpool channel, it kind of makes sense to go for the match one, so we can rep it, we're going to be going up to games, etc. But I wouldn't look at someone with a stadium shirt and be like, oh, why have you got that? Because it's just 100%. Such a nice shirt. So it's dependent what's in your budget. I look at you, James, you've got 3 sons that are Liverpool fans, so if you've got to buy 4 shirts, if you went for 4 stadium ones, absolutely the right call. But like you say, if you've got that little bit extra for yourself, hands down. But I'm assuming your sons are coming to that age where they're like, oh, I want that one. I want that match shirt. What have they been saying?
Honestly, I'm telling you now, like my boys, because I started sacrificing my own purchases for my kids' purchases. So
exactly.
When we won the Champions League, I had that shirt. I bought that shirt, and I bought both of my my boys a shirt, and then obviously the youngest one, he got the Premier League winning shirt. But again, all 3 got the shirt. In the case of my eldest son, every year since he's born, he's had home, away, and third. Every year since he was born. And it was a case of trying to keep up habits. So again, last year, he got home, away, and third. Yeah. Year before, he got home, away, and third.
Yeah.
This year, I was like, dude, you got a little brother now. Not just a little brother. You've got a little brother.
You've got to split this up a bit more.
Yeah, you're going to have to sacrifice, kid. And there was tears. No, I've always had all 3. You can't do this to me. All of this and stuff like that. It was like a total meltdown. But obviously, he recognized that he's going to have to start sharing the kind of the wealth, so to speak. And you're right. Yeah. It does start to get pricey, but I'm a fan. I'm a super fan. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I co-run a Liverpool channel, and my thing is, I'm happy to make that investment. And there's an interesting comment in here as well, which refers to what I'm saying as well. I'm happy to make that investment, providing I see the owners making that investment on the pitch. I kind of feel like that's my contribution. So Jonathan Davies makes a fantastic point in here as well. I told myself I wasn't going to spend money on kits until FSG started spending. FSG started spending. But I walked past the LFC store and couldn't resist the away top. I'm too weak for something so beautiful. And dude, that's just me in a nutshell. I sit there, I'm like, nope, I'm not buying it. I'm not paying the money. I'm not doing it. And all of a sudden, my card is just reaching into the machine. Or I'm finding myself checking out on Apple Pay because it's so quick. And you kind of forget about it like I haven't done it. I think the craziest thing was, I took both of my 2 eldest sons to the stadium for the first time in the year we won the Champions League. The first time they'd never been before. The middle one hadn't been. The eldest has been to games. And I said, come on, we've done the stadium tour. Let's go and have a look around the club shop. Let's go and have a little look.
That's right.
Cool. Bad idea.
Oh, dude.
£500 later.
£500 later. Both are walking out with one's walking out with full kit, full tracksuit. One's walking out with third shirt because he hadn't got that one yet, and full tracksuit with training tops. Yeah, like 500 quid later, I was game over. But I'm a fan, so I don't mind, so to speak, because I'm a fan. And like I said, as long as I'm seeing the club invest on players, that's what it means. I walked out the store happy.
Angry. Happy but angry.
Yeah, that's me. Happy but angry with myself. How could I be so gullible? How have I allowed them to do it to me again? But honestly, guys, the shirt is absolutely beautiful. It really is. It really, really is. So just want to touch on a few little bits as well, with Nike and their carbon neutral strategy as well. This shirt and the stadium shirt and the match shirt is made from 100% recycled materials. It's actually made from recycled bottles. How does that feel, guys? Like, does that diminish the value for you that it's made out of recyclable bottles?
How have they done that? I don't know. How did he manage to do that?
They've done it. I'm wearing it. They've done it.
You see all the adverts. They've got like the plastic bottles in the background, haven't they? When they're doing all the poses with the shirts. So yeah, it's a strange one, isn't it? I mean, fair play, but I mean, I don't know if that's worth £105 or not. But like you say, with the membership discount, etc., it helps, doesn't it?
It softens the blow. I mean, Courtney, like, what's your thoughts that you're wearing a recycled bottle? I'm sure the viewers in the comments ain't gonna mind you wearing a recycle bottle, but like, what's your thoughts?
It's a weird one, isn't it? Like, I'm all about, like, 'cause obviously at the minute everything's about going green and they're all trying to cut down their emissions and things like that. So I get it. It makes sense.
Definitely.
But you wouldn't have thought it would be like 70 quid for the bottles.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't know. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't know. Without research, you wouldn't know that it was made out of bottles. So
you'd never know. But I kind of commend it because it's a commitment to a more sustainable and more green way of life. We're seeing things change in the kind of environment that we're living in. Global warming. Look at the heat wave we've just had. Look at the terrible downpours and torrential downpours we've just had. Nike, being one of the biggest manufacturers in the world, have got to do something with their carbon strategy. And this is a great step forward. We've seen other manufacturers come up with quirky ways to be more carbon neutral, but I feel this is a great step forward. Joe Marwood, great comment there from you as well. I feel like I'm saving the world as well. Maybe Nike, you can do like a Liverpool cape. How does that sound? That would be absolutely amazing. So again, we're just going to get into a little bit more meat on the bone in regards to this shirt as well. Key reference points. The fossil and the ivory contents on the shirt actually draws inspiration from the architecture around Liverpool City. So if you look at some of the buildings and you look at the color on the shirt, and also if I don't know if anybody has had an opportunity to check out the promo on this shirt, and you see the buildings in there, kind of the 3D design in there as well. It kind of makes you feel like, they are trying to go for something that actually gives some kind of sentiment towards the city as well, and gives a bit of a nod towards the architecture around the city. Liverpool is actually famed for its beautiful architecture and its cultural references around the city as well. So I feel this really does that. And the moment we've kind of all been waiting for is discussing the references between this shirt and the infamous 96-97 shirt. Now, this shirt has a special part in my place in my heart because it was the first ever Liverpool shirt that I owned. I was actually lucky enough to have the goalkeeper shirt, which was the green one that year, and
remember that
this one as well. I mean, Courtney, I know you put up in the group earlier on your wild collection of Liverpool shirts. Have you got one of these in your collection?
No, I've not. That one is actually older than me. I do have a few. Like, I've got like this one. This one's older than me. We've got the old home one. That's from like the 80s.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There is this horrible one. I know you like the yellow ones, Jim.
I love the yellow shirts, man.
It's not the one.
Get with the program, guys. And I'm hoping Nike do a yellow shirt this year. I am hoping that they do a yellow shirt. But that's for another pod. But SS, talk to me. I know that you love this shirt as well. You love this shirt.
So I mean, me and you are a very similar age, aren't we? So I was 6-7 years old when this came out, and it was the first away shirt that I had. I was lucky enough; my cousin was a Liverpool fan, and every single time he got a shirt that was too small, he'd pass it down. So lucky enough, this was one of the first hand-me-downs that I received. But I mean, in terms of the shirt and the memories that Ian touched on in the earlier comment, you can see where shirts have kind of evolved over the years. You know, that was just a completely plain. You know, you've got the round neck and the cuffs, etc. But it's quite baggy. You know, it's a totally different fit, isn't it? And there's a few more pictures on here of players wearing it, and you can kind of see how baggy it is. Do you know what I mean? Around the arms, around the waist.
Very aerodynamic, isn't it?
Especially for old Macca down the wing.
Exactly. That's what made him take flight. But again, if you look at that shirt as well, it's kind of those kind of retro vibes are coming back, and I like that. Like, I feel like, and again, I like a bit of retro. I feel like I could wear that again with a pair of jeans, some nice Air Force Ones, just throw those on, and it would look pretty cool. Like, I like the look of that shirt, and again, it brings a bit back nostalgia when you're looking at this shirt, and I feel that's what kind of set it off for me with this shirt. Was like, that looks like the 96-97 shirt, and the big Carlsberg across the front as well, which is an iconic sponsor for Liverpool. So I put a post up recently on my Twitter in regards to the Carlsberg sponsorship, because someone made a mock-up of this shirt but with the Carlsberg across the middle, and it looked, and it had Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in it, and it looked flames. Like it looked
so good.
It looked flames. And again, that's no disrespect to Standard Chartered. Like, I love you guys as sponsors, but there was something about the Carlsberg that brought back the nostalgia, and it made a sexy kit look even sexier. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're coming for the title of Sexy Kits FC this year. Arsenal have always been Sexy Kit FC, but Liverpool this year, we are Sexy Kit FC. I'm telling you. So SS, you got a few more photos there as well, haven't you? So flick through. Who else have you got?
Yeah, so I just wanted to touch a little bit on the differences as well. So obviously that one was completely plain. A lot of the pictures that you would have seen of this shirt, unless you've seen it in a shop, are either the front or the back. So I just wanted to show to everybody there is a green stripe going down the side, which is similar to the Nike template as well. But I thought that was a nice touch. You know, it's not too much, but it's a nice little bit of design as well. But yeah, a couple of more players, obviously nostalgia from Ian, obviously Maka, Robbie Fowler, a major player, you know, the god as we called him back in the day. And it's nice to see that Liverpool have kept the black shorts. I think that goes quite nicely, even though we've got green. You know, I think this kind of colour green on the shorts would have been probably one step too far. So obviously Jamie Redknapp there as well. But I think they've done it just right. Really, looking at the whole kit, it's something I quite like, because over the last few years, as I say, I've not bought an away kit for such a long time. But you know, you look at the random ones that we've had released, just any colour, you know, a bit like what Spurs did. They just used to use a random colour for their away shirt. No real connection. So to see remakes, some of the ones that Courtney put up there, remakes of ones that hit that nostalgia, because nostalgia is a very dangerous thing to make you spend money. You know, it's something in your head that, oh, that makes me feel like a kid again. I love that. So I think retro, is that connection, that self-conscious connection that you makes you want to go and spend that money. So I would love to see Nike continue this route of, you know, next year, let's remake the candy one, that kind of style for the home shirt. You know, let's make that silvery one with the red again. Let's make that. You know, I know you like a yellow shirt as well, and obviously we see you see all the leaked ones, don't you? You know, all the concept kits. Everybody does such a good job on the concept kits, and then sometimes the release one is a bit of a letdown. So I'm hoping that's not the case with this yellow one, because obviously this one was leaked, but it was basically the same as the home, with those kind of diagonal lines on, which obviously didn't come to pass. It was much better, and the yellow one that you've seen leaked looks good, but then the recent one with the checkers again looks like such a you know, a drop,
letdown
from that one.
Shout out to Jono in the comments as well. Best away kit was 09 and 10. Do you know what? That was a banging away kit, I have to say. That was a lovely away kit.
Yeah.
But I'm also a fan, and you touched on it, SS, as well. The grey is quite synonymous through Liverpool. First debuted in the candy style shirt with the grey. We then saw it again in was it 11? There you go. Was it 11? Was it 11? We saw that kit again.
I think it was 09-10, wasn't it? When we beat Man United 4-1 at Old Trafford. I'll just
09-10. We saw that one, which looked absolutely flames. I've got the red Adidas kit from that year as well, which again is absolutely flames. That kit. It is nice. And then we saw New Balance give their kind of spin on it as well, which again I think was probably one of the better New Balance shirts that we've had. That shirt was flames also. So Liverpool, I can't ever really think of a time where we've had a shirt which is that bad. Don't get me wrong, we've had some horror shows, but I can't.
I can think of a couple.
Yeah, I can't really think of people I thought to myself like, ugh. But that was, do you know what? That was the Warrior era. That was
Warrior one for shocking.
Yeah, that was a troubled time, and even the strap line for the shirts was horrendous as well. I mean, Courtney, like, I know you're not a fan of a yellow shirt, but what's your thoughts on the kind of the connection between the shirt we're seeing here in the picture and the shirts we're wearing now? Do you feel like Nike have captured the kind of the essence of that shirt and the kind of the nostalgia?
Yeah, like I feel like retro is kind of in at the minute. Like a lot of people do like collect like retro shirts and wear them out. So I feel like it is more of like a fashion thing now as well. Like people will happily go out and about. Like I've seen people out in the pub wearing retro shirts, things like it's kind of like a fashion statement now. And I feel like Nike's probably realised that and they're trying to bring it back. And I feel like it does. I feel like they've brought it back, but in a better sense, because like nobody really wears like big baggy shirts that much anymore in terms of like football shirts. So they're just more like slim fit now. Obviously, like the women's one and the men's one will differ in how it fits. But yeah, no, I quite like it. I like that they're bringing back like the retro vibes and things like that. I'd like them to bring back, do you know, like some of like the wacky print ones that they've done. Ones like one minute, this one, like even though it's yellow and I don't like a yellow kit, I actually quite like how it's got like the the prints and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I'd be more than happy for him to bring back like a wacky kit like that again.
That 95, isn't it?
Loved that. That's just a bit of me. This is what I'm talking about. So, guys, in the comments, smash the like button as well. If you're new to the channel as well, make sure you do not leave without dropping a sub in here as well. Guys, obviously, you might know us from our appearances with Never a Foul, but we've launched our own YouTube channel as well. We've got lots of content coming up as well. We've got something really, really special planned for you guys as well. In terms of what we're offering content-based too. So make sure you keep it Red Sea Podcast. Make sure you keep it locked into us guys as well. So guys, just jogging it on slightly. I mean, what's the general verdict on the shirt? Let's give it a rating. Let's give it a rating. I feel like that would be right, yeah?
Yeah.
So out of 10 is the rating. SS, out of 10, what do you feel about this shirt?
I mean, I am so picky. Like some of the shirts that we've had over the past, you know, my partner Lucy has said, you know, oh, well, why didn't you get that one? It's so nice. So that the black one that we had, you know, like with the red bits, like the lion scratches on the sides. When Mané at Arsenal, I think you were there. You know, that one was really nice, but I was like, oh, I need to love it. You know, the red Liverpool shirt. It's one of them where even if it's not great, I'll get it and it will grow on me, like last season did with the green. But the away one, you know, it's spending another 70 quid on top, or maybe more, on what you've already spent on the home that you kind of budget for. So I've got to love it, and I do. It's genuinely the nicest away shirt. It's got the nostalgia on it. It's got a collar. It's smart. It ticks every single box for me. So I would give it a 10.
Lovely. Top mark. Guys in the comments as well, please give us your scores out of 10 as well. Chris has jumped in early doors going 7. Boo, Chris, boo. I wanted more. I expected more from you as a major contributor. I expected more from you, Chris. Courtney, out of 10, talk to me.
I'd probably, because I think there's always room for improvement. I feel like
you want them glass half full guys, ain't you?
Always room for improvement. I'd probably give it maybe like a 9.5.
Oh, okay.
I still rate it highly because when I seen it, I was like, that's beautiful. And when I see Canate as well, I was like, even better.
Yeah, that's a good shout. He'd make a bin bag look good, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He's absolutely.
Delwyn, what are you doing, pal? He's just Delwyn. What are you doing? Look at that.
He likes the away. He's not a fan of the home.
That is beautiful.
I'm not as keen on the home kit, to be fair. I'm not the biggest fan. I've got it here, but I don't know. It's the collar. It's the collar.
Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me.
You guys will like it and it'll grow on you.
Nah, that's a beauty. That is a beauty. Look at that. Look at that. That is a beauty. So
Delwyn seems to have similar feelings on the fashion side.
So Delwyn's saying 6 out of 10 for the home kit, 10 out of 10 for the away kit. All right, Del, I can give you a pass because you've rated the away kit.
On average, it's 8.
We're gonna have to talk about your feelings on the home kit, guys. In the comments, smash it. Tell us what you think. Jono's coming as well. Best away kit 09/010. I've seen that as well. Fantastic. Envious. Jono, whack that one up. Envious of PSG Jordan brand. Jono, a little birdie tells me that Liverpool are actually in talks of doing a LeBron X collection because obviously LeBron is kind of heavily linked with Liverpool. He's an investor in terms of the Redbird investment. So there are rumors that we will have a LeBron X collection at Nike. At Nike, when you go to Nike headquarters, they have 3 buildings. Yeah, they have Nike Tech building, which is all to do with Nike technology and manufacturing new products and so on and so forth. they have a specific Jordan building, yeah, which is all to do with Jordan products and everything. And they also have, rumor has it, a LeBron building. So if you get a building at Nike, they're going to provide you with your own line. So if we can get a LeBron X collection, I think that would be absolutely flames. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Jordan PSG collection. And also, I don't know if anybody has checked out the latest Jordan PSG advertisement through a local or a well-known national sports club, a sports shop. One of my good friends, shout out to Bones as well. He's an up-and-coming rapper. He's actually debuted the latest Jordan PSG X collection here in the UK as well. So guys, if you want to go check out that stuff, it's on JD Sports. Go and check that out. And he's actually there, and he makes some really good music as well. So I just wanted to give him a shout out. Me and Miguel go a long way back, and his rap name is Bones. So check that out as well. But yeah, LeBron X collection, take my money, dude. I'm already sat here stacking up.
Those in the comments.
Going on about it as well, going, Dad, like, is there going to be like a LeBron X collection with Liverpool? I should never have opened my mouth, but they're already raving about it. So yeah, they will take my money. Here we go as well. Chris Welch. LeBron James is best mates with Mbappe.
Where the links come from?
The bouncy castle Mbappe coming because it means nothing.
I was one of them. I was one of them people.
You make connections, don't you?
Please just allow me to dream. Just allow me to dream. There's always one that's got to wreck my dreams. Just allow me to dream. Yeah, I think it will happen. Jonathan Davies comes in. I thought you were going to say Sports Direct then. Look, guys, there's nothing wrong with a bit of Sports Direct, obviously, but no, my pal isn't in conjunction with Sports Direct. He went a bit more upmarket with his marketing.
I guess I should reveal who I've got on the back before we finish as well.
So we're going to get to that. KT as well, jumping in with the comments as well. Yeah. As long as it doesn't look like a horrendous baseball jersey from the seasons, I'll say. And KT just flicked up there. I think he gave a 8 out of 10. Would have preferred crew neck collar. Do you know what? Collars for some, collars aren't for others. 8 out of 10. Do you know what? I'll take that. So before we close, my verdict and my numbers on the away shirt. Yeah. I'm going 10-10, boys. I'm going 10-10. Like, guys, I'm going 10-10 because, like, it's got to, like, look at it. It is just sexy. Just the whole thing.
I don't know what you could improve on.
And do you know what? Do you know what done it for me? Honestly, do you know what done it for me? When I threw on a pair of jeans, I threw on a pair of, like, brand new white Air Force Ones. Like, I have to have white Air Force Ones. I can't, if they get mud and splash or you stand on them, nah, can't do it. But like fresh Air Force Ones with the jeans, and it looked pucker. It looked nice. And I thought to myself, do you know what? Yeah, I was feeling myself. I just had a haircut as well. I was in my feelings. It looked absolutely fantastic. The other thing as well to mention before we get on to who SS has got on the back of his shirt. Some of the loungewear as well. The loungewear is absolutely mega. Like I sent you the jacket. I'm going to purchase that jacket because I like it. But some of the tracksuits they've got coming now as well, the body warmers, the t-shirts, the caps, and interestingly, they've done these kind of fashion shorts that you can buy that kind of go with it as well. And I saw Virgil rocking them the other day, and they look nice. So Nike seem to be bringing like a different vibe at the moment with the way they're trying to make football kits look like a casual dress down. Obviously, we saw it with PSG Jordan Connection when that first dropped. That's what kind of got the football wear more casual. The coaches' jackets they were doing, the shirts they were doing. We're seeing guys rocking them with jeans, and it looked absolutely fantastic. And I feel like Nike are bringing a similar vibe with what they're doing with the Liverpool. Just quickly knock some of these comments as well. I love the loungewear, but we'll still be going strong enough to resist that for now. No, take my money. Like, take my money now. Take my money. Like,
it's so clever because you get a £10 voucher when you buy the home. So that knocked £10 off the away. Then I bought the away and I got a £10 voucher. Then I got my daughter one and I got a £10 voucher. I've got 20 quid in vouchers now. So, I'm going to go and spend 50 quid. So I'm still giving them my money. But yeah, there's definitely some things on there that have taken my eye for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to just open up a tab with the club. Like, take my money. Take it. Like, take everything. Take everything. I'm going to be bankrupt by
installments every month.
Yeah, 100%. Take everything, guys. Take everything. Gareth Davies here as well. Everyone in a good mood, but Chris is that the mood. He's no nonsense. We can dream Mbappe. I agree with you, Chris. We can dream Mbappe. Chris, stop wrecking everybody's vibe. Wrecking everybody's vibe. You're killing the vibe, guys. Let's dream Mbappe. Mbappe. 2022 is happening, guys. You heard it here first. Mbappe 2022, not 2032. Chris, 2022. Yeah, it's happening. Let's just dream for a moment. So before we close, SS, my illustrious co-host, every time he gets a shirt,
has to be done.
Always get someone on the back of the shirt. You can see he's got the Premier League patch on the side. He's fully invested. He says that he hasn't gone full kit, but I don't believe him. This guy here even wears LFC pajamas. Yeah, he's fully invested. So, guys, quickly, fastest thing we got. Who's he got on the back of the shirt? So we've got Sean Barker, Trent.
That was on last year's home, Trent.
So yeah, so close. Come on, guys, hit them comments as well. Who has he got on the back of the shirt? Jonathan Davies, full kit wanker. There we go. Carriers. There you go. Chris Knox is coming with Gator. Guys, smash that comments box. Who has SS got on the back of his shirt? Jonathan Davies coming in with Harvey Elliott. Come on, guys, smash that absolute. Robbo as well. Joe Marwood comes in with Robbo.
Joe's got it.
Smash that. Has he got it?
He's got it. Joe's done it. There you go.
Robertson 26.
Here he is.
Joe Marwood, you guessed right. Guys, thank you for participating. Oh, Billy Camacho, there you go.
Maybe one day.
Well
done, Joe.
Right, guys, listen, we're about to close. Really, really appreciate you guys in the comments as well. Please do not leave here without dropping a like and a subscribe on our channel. I really, really appreciate all you guys coming on board and watching us.
Yeah.
Courtney, this was Courtney's debut with us. You're going to be seeing a lot more of Courtney coming into the season as well. We're just working on kind of the shows for Courtney and what she's going to be doing with us as well. But you are going to be seeing a lot more of Courtney's face. Obviously, myself and SS, staple hosts, we're here all the way through.
Yeah.
SS, what we got coming up? Where can the viewers find us?
Yeah, so we've got Transfer Tuesday tomorrow with Ben Kelly from Redmen. So you would have seen Redmen TV in the comments. So good friends of ours. So we'll be having with Transfer Tuesday with Ben tomorrow. I'm still working on the time for that one. He's dropped me a message, so we'll have to see what we can do. So keep an eye on the Twitter for when we're going to be live tomorrow. Wednesday, we've got the tier list as well. It's usually on a Thursday, but because Liverpool are playing Hertha Berlin, we've moved it to the Wednesday because it's strikers. It's the one we've all really been waiting for. It's the specials. Strikers have a very big place in our hearts as Liverpool fans. We don't really take anybody to our heart like we do a striker. There's one or two, Stevie G, Van Dijk, but most of the guys that we bring to our hearts are forwards. So there's 48 strikers since the late 70s that have played over 10 games. So part one tomorrow night. So if you go to the Red Sea Podcast homepage, you'll see we've got the likes of Barros, Firmino, Stan Collymore and Aldridge tomorrow, amongst others. So that'll be brilliant. So yeah, Andy Carroll is definitely going to be featuring Chris, but I don't believe he's on the one tomorrow. Or if he was, I didn't pick him for the cover, strangely enough. But other than that, we've got Thursday. Obviously, we've got the Hertha Berlin game, but me and James are over at LFC Day Trippers on Red Sea full time. So if you don't know what that is, we are on LFC Day Trippers every match this season for Liverpool, whether that's Carabao Cup, whether that's pre-season friendly, whether that's Champions League final, potentially. So we will be reacting raw 5-10 minutes after the game. Me and James, it might be, obviously Courtney and Stephen as well, may be on there over the season because there's going to be a lot of games to get through. And Wednesday morning, we are on Redmen TV again, behind a paywall, which we've been for the last 2 weeks. So if you are a member of Redmen, head over to Redmen on Wednesday, 10:30. We've done the last 2 weeks. We're on again this week. So very busy. We've got our foot in lots of other channels. We're making some good connections, good friends. It's only going to improve. So now we've got our own home. You can find all of our content right here. So yeah, if you're watching on Twitter, guys, head over to YouTube, give us a subscribe, give us a like, because come the start of the season, it's going to be purely YouTube. So really, really excited to get going.
Yeah, totally. And guys, also LFC Day Trippers will be going live in 6 minutes as well with their classic show, The Forum. So guys, if you want to head over to the LFC Day Trippers as well after you leave us here, and go over and give them a like and a subscribe as well. Some top quality content from Gav, Grizz, Jamie, Chris, all the guys over at LFC Day Trippers. They're putting some real good stuff out there as well. So I'm going to give the final word to Courtney. Courtney, do you want to just put your socials up as well? Tell the guys where they can hit you up on the socials.
Yes, so Instagram is at the bottom, Courtney L Barker X, and on Twitter, because I've only really just recently started using my Twitter properly. That's at Courtney_XXX.
Fantastic. Well, guys, thank you for joining us. It's been absolutely fantastic. Oh, before we actually go, how could I forget? Liverpool take on Atletico Bilbao on the 8th of August.
Yes, that's right.
8th of August. Guys, me and SS are going to be down there at the Bilbao game. So if you see us, come up, meet us. We'll be interested to meet you guys as well. And also, we are going to be doing match reaction for LFC Day Trippers directly outside the stadium after. So if you're there, come and get involved. We're looking to talk to fans. We're looking to get involved with fans as well. And guys, that isn't going to be a one-off. It's something we're planning right throughout the whole entire season to be in and around Anfield, doing our match reactions directly from outside Anfield for the remainder of the season. So as I said, if you see us down there, come up, grab us, give us a fist bump. Obviously, I would say shake hands, but we can't do that right now. Give us a fist bump, say hello, and we can get you on some of the shows and do some of the match reactions with us as well. But guys, we're going to lock it off now. Thank you for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure, as I said. And look out for us on our up-and-coming shows. Have a good evening and bye for now.